Good morning, Southwest Florida. I'm glad you stayed with us. We're delighted to have here as a first-time guest on the show, and of course, it won't be his last time. And I'd like to welcome Dr. Weiss here from NAACP Healthcare. Dr. Weiss, appreciate getting you on the show. You don't have to win a regional award to get on Lead Pits Live, so I waited too late. Should have had you on the show, but let's talk about that award first of all. And Rick, you can bump that up on the screen, that award. How did it feel to you personally to see your hospital entity continue to commit to excellence and win such a prestigious award from U.S. News?
U.S. News and World Report recognized 247 hospitals around the country. We were recognized as best regional for South Florida. And it's a tribute to the 4,000 folks that I work with every day and care for a community. So it's really a team award. No one individual, but everybody together has been recognized. It's a first for Southwest Florida for any of the hospitals here.
Right, and that says something about the new barometer that's being set. Now, after you win it the first year, now there's more pressure on you to try to do it the second year. You feel comfortable that you'll be in the running again?
Well, I hate to get overconfident. Overconfidence kills, basically. But we've been very fortunate recently, winning two other very prestigious awards also. One is recognized by Becker's Healthcare as being among the 100 great hospitals for 2012. And the other is from the Society for Thoracic Surgery of being in the top 10% for open heart surgery. That's a big deal. That's including, we're running with the big dogs now.
Okay, let's go back a minute and go to just a general. I'm sure they have a whole lot of ways that they evaluate hospitals on each one of those awards that you've gotten. What are some key criteria that you are most proud of in terms of your measurements came out excellent, or to the degree where you were awarded? What are some key things that y'all hit high?
Objective measures. Well, let's go with cardiac surgery. Our rate of infection is very, very low. Our rate of success, the fact that people after cardiac surgery, our mortality, the chance of dying is very, very low. Reoperation. So these are objective measures that have been collected over a period of time, and it's basically a 3-year trailing average, so that it really is very important. U.S. News and World Report depends upon reputation in addition to objective qualities. Such as length of stay in the hospital, some of the efficiency and quality metrics. So that all goes together. What happens is when you start winning one, you start winning a bunch, because everybody measures the same thing. But again, it's a tribute to the folks who work every day, 24/7, 365 days a year, taking care of patients. We'll have 38,000 folks spend the night or more in the hospital with us. We'll see 120,000 emergency room visits. We'll deliver 3,200 babies. We'll do 400 plus open heart surgeries. We're the biggest employer in Collier County, with the exception of Collier County School System, and we're the biggest economic driver in the county.
That's outstanding. The fact that you're in Collier County, is that where your patients generally are drawn from? The show being seen all over the region. Yeah. But do you encourage people to come there from all around the region?
Yeah, well, interesting, that's a great question. 1 out of 8 of our patients come from outside of this 5-county area. So if you look at Minnesota, Michigan, the original 13 colonies, Miami, Dade, folks come from outside this area, and we're a medical destination. Everyone's working through the recession, depression, and certainly Southwest Florida has really suffered. But one of the ideas is that be busy year-round would be good for the hospitality industry. It's good for everybody else. Mm-hmm. For us not to have this huge swing in volume. Mm-hmm. So as we attract patients for elective hips, knees, hearts, they'll bring spouses with them. They'll want to settle in the area, and will be a big growth and really change the way we think about ourselves as being such a big attraction.
How do you see the state of healthcare at the present time?
We have a tremendous opportunity to become more efficient. If you look at value as an equation, where the top part of the equation, or the fraction, top part of the fraction is the quality metrics, chance of living, chance of not getting an infection, and divided by the cost, we can increase the value. And it turns out that 1 out of every $3 spent on healthcare right now is basically in waste, ineffective care, fraud, or abuse. So we've got tremendous opportunities to improve. And as we work in a global economy, and we are in a global economy right now, we've got tremendous opportunities. We have to solve this healthcare value problem. So it's not rationing care or anything like that. It's just getting good value, squeezing out the waste that's in the system, and with that, we have plenty of resources to take care of everybody. You know, if you're very rich in this country, you get great care, but we still have in Collier County 50,000 people who don't have insurance.
And that was on a broader perspective. Let's localize that, the state of health care locally.
Locally, we can provide the best care anywhere in this country.
When you say we, are you saying specifically?
I'm saying not only NCH, but Lee Memorial, Physicians Regional. We have good health care in our area.
Lehigh Regional as well.
Lehigh Regional as well. That's an oversight on my part.
I know they watch and they'll chant Jeanette, say, hey, Lee, you don't let, go ahead.
No, but everybody together. So
that's great.
We should be a medical attraction. That should be one of our big areas going forward, that we can provide good areas of recovery, we can have specialized care, we can do things that other communities don't have the resources to do long term.
If you had it in front of you right now and you say, here are the 3 things we still can improve in, how we can improve here locally, how would they line up?
Access, we need to be able to take care of everybody. We've got a huge span of folks who have tremendous resources and those who are literally living in cars and homeless. We've got to be able to take care of everyone. That's number 1. Number 2 is we've got to provide high quality care all the time. We still have times when we're not as good as we are. So there's still a variation among the quality of care that we can deliver, so that everybody should be getting the top 10% in open heart surgery. Everybody should be getting the top 10% in orthopedics. And the last thing is we've got to control costs. We've got to stop doing things that don't work. And one of the ways to do that is to have an information technology system, a computer system that spans everybody's medical records in a safe, secure manner, so that we can confidentially get information shared among caregivers and save money that way.
Dr. Weiss, when you mention computer, I immediately think about the future and what healthcare will look like in the future. I was going to say, are we going to have robots doing a lot of the work? But at some level, we already have a robot technology doing a lot of the work. But just in general, what are people going to really be, what do you see coming down the pike that people are going to really be surprised about in the future?
Dr. Watson is a computer that IBM put together to play. Originally, they announced it by playing Jeopardy. It played about a year ago.
Yeah, I read about that in Steve Jobs' book. Go ahead.
Exactly. So it beat the longest running and the highest earning. Right now, Dr. Watson is practicing primary care out in California, practicing oncology around the country, reviewing insurance claims. You'll be able to be at home, FaceTime with Dr. Watson, talk to the computer in any language, because Dr. Watson is multilingual, and get back, and Dr. Watson will pull down your medical records, your x-rays, your laboratory tests, and give you a diagnosis and electronically notify the nearby pharmacy so that you can get your prescription.
What does that do for regular, real people like yourself? Are you going to become obsolete?
We'll be able to do better and more things.
Really?
Just like we have other, television hasn't gone away now that we have the internet. You can do better and more cognitive things. So it will bring up the level of care and give us a better way to get to that value equation that I mentioned before.
Now, you're a very good-looking guy. You're in good shape. Yeah. You run every Sunday morning, basically, or you ride your bike. What are some tips you can give us, people like me, normal, everyday fat guys, on staying in shape and taking care of myself? Preventive medicine.
Well, you just said it. We unfortunately in Florida, 61% of Floridians are either overweight, obese, or morbidly obese. Nationwide, about 19+% people smoke. Just stopping smoking and getting our weight down would be the best thing. If you exercise 2 hours a week as a man like yourself, you'll add 6 years to your life. A woman adds 5 years. And I do appreciate the compliment. I just competed in the Naples Triathlon.
Really?
I won my age group in a 5K race the week before on Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
My age group, not overall.
We appreciate you coming out and also practicing what you preach, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, let's bump you on out of here.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm looking forward to getting over there visiting your hospital. As the saying goes on this particular show, for those who say it can't be done, they're usually interrupted by those like Dr. Weiss and all the fine people at NCH Healthcare who are doing it. When we come back, we'll get a chance to talk to an aspiring politician, Byron Donalds, right here in the studio. We'll be right back.